Hi guys, it's Tony Gattari here from Achievers Group. Really just unpacking some teachings on negotiation. First of all guys, I just wanted to give you the three key components of negotiation. The first component of negotiation is the variables. Now there are basically three important variables. The number one variable of negotiation is time. It'd be safe to assume that the person who has less time pressure is in a much better negotiating situation. The next variable is information. Okay, who has more information has greater power. That's why it's really important to do your research before you go to the bargaining table. And the next one is authority or position. And that is the perception of power. And power is created through information that creates power. Time is also power, and your authority or position. The next variable is people. It's understanding what is the appropriate style of approach. Understanding that when you are negotiating, because negotiation is not bargaining, it's what happens prior to bargaining and what happens at the end of bargaining. Okay, that's the whole negotiation process, which we'll share with you later on. But the people, and understanding that we are actually incredibly emotional, it's understanding the emotional side of people. And let's just share that with you, the four major personality types that you need to understand when you're negotiating with people who are different than you. So what are they? Well, first of all, the eagle loves to win. Now, the eagle are those people who are extroverted and results driven. They love to win. So if you are negotiating with an eagle, it's really important that you actually understand that there might be some bargaining involved because they need to somehow get a victory. They need to somehow say, I have won. They need to somehow say, I have shone, I have outmaneuvered you. And clearly, it's really important to understand that. The other type of personality are those people who are extroverted and they're very image driven. Okay, and it's all about image. So when you are negotiating with them, it's really important to dress appropriately. It's really important to use appropriate language. It's really important to be quite excitable about things. It's really important to show them how their prestige, their image, their status will actually be improved by you getting favor over them. That's really important. The next type of personality are those people who are doves. They like security and risk reduction. It's really important to understand if you are negotiating with those style of people that you actually take it slow. You give them order, you give them structure. It's step by step. You don't rush them. You don't put high pressure techniques on them because ultimately they might balk at that. They are seeking order and consistency. They're probably going to buy something that effectively gives them certainty, that is risk reversal, that is safe, comfortable, and something, there's an old saying, you will never, no one ever got sacked by buying an IBM computer. Now, IBM may not be technologically the most brilliant PCs, but they prided themselves on, you're not going to make a mistake buying an IBM. And it's apparently obvious a lot of government departments bought IBM mainframes because they were more concerned about ensuring that they had security, that they didn't mess up the actual transaction by buying something that was untested or untried. But IBM prided itself on being the big blue. And so probably they were negotiating with a lot of doves because a lot of doves probably work in government departments. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? And the other type is the owl, and the owl is into facts and details. So, and the owl is very analytical. So it's really important that when you are negotiating with people, okay, you get an understanding of, in the room that I'm there, what sort of personality, what sort of negotiating tactic would I use on this personality? Are they outward focused and into results? Are they outward focused and into image? Are they introverted and being the dove and into people, but is it security and risk reduction? Or are they the dreaded owl who is a perfectionist, who wants to read so much material on this? Because clearly your negotiating style will change dramatically with the personalities that you are negotiating with. And it's actually having the wisdom that one approach doesn't fit all. It's the ability to change your negotiating techniques and tactics to appeal to the people that you're actually negotiating with. So, guys, until next time, God bless you and have the most amazing week.